InshaAllah we covered a lot of things last week, InshaAllah, on the wave and zilzala and everything inshaAllah. My SMC families inshaAllah that to make the posts and to take the AI questions, to make AI graphics, to share the videos, share the articles. You can go to the Muslim charity website and share the different projects that you take the water well project, share it, take the Qurbani project, share it and ask people that please support the Qurbans, support the program, support this, support that, everything. Every khidmat in this way is a immense blessings and is the reality of our lives that people thank us, "Oh Shaykh thank you and you came and you gave a talk," and this is the example of our khidmat, that to show up and to talk and to give hope to people, realities to people so that their Divinely path be a beatific flavour. And because of this khidmat people continue on their way. And if the shaykh was selfish would say, "I don't need to do this," and would sit at home and is not in need to speak. But the bargain that was made with the Divinely Presence is that what we bestow upon you is to live a life of service. And as you perform that service people find a relief, they find an ease, they find a comfort in their deen, they find an attraction to the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. And as a result the shaykh goes out and teaches everybody, do the same. If it's us that you love then support. If it's us that you're following and teaching and you appreciate, because everybody 300-400 comments appreciating, alhamdulillah, then support. Take the articles, post them. Be a life of khidmat and service. It cannot be a one-way relationship in which the shaykh just teaches, everybody says thank you and goes. So our life is continuously to remind people to support, to participate, to put the faith in action. What's dear to you, if you like the food programs then post them everywhere. If you like the knowledges then spread them everywhere. If you love the YouTube. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. InshaAllah if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans, Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream, every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Videos and make your comments in the videos and share the videos. Our life is about a service, and that which you receive, even if the knowledges, because the weight of knowledge is more than if we gave you gold, that which you receive of these realities then we have a life in which we feel we're responsible for it now. That which you received you're responsible to participate back and to live a life of khidmat and service, living the example of the shaykhs, that we live a life of service and hoping that other people come to this way and come to this oasis inshaAllah. So as much as we can do to propagate all of the different websites then alhamdulillah that Allah give everybody more and more strength. When you're feeling sick send out links, when you're feeling low send out links, when you're feeling happy send out the links. It's a life of service. And alhamdulillah now is the season in which we are preparing for the Hajj, the Qurbans and preparing for the Miladun Nabi in Northern California, Vancouver. These are the opportunities that Allah gives to us to support and show our love for Prophet and to celebrate in a grand way and grand fashion. InshaAllah a milad in Africa, with Nigeria, with Kenya, with Pakistan, with India, and those are for the orphans and those whom are less fortunate. So this is a great opportunity that Allah gives to us to put our faith in action. InshaAllah if it's these teachings that you like, then join us in these opportunities and make them to be successful inshaAllah, for our success here and the hereafter inshaAllah. What do we have from our online families, Shaykh?
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, you have talked about it, but the question came as what is the importance of Zul-Qidr being the first of the 3 holy months of Allah?
Why is it the first of the 3? Zul-Qa'dah, yeah, I don't know about the first of the 3 question because the first of them is Muharram. The Zul-Qa'dah, its haqqaiq is what we described at the beginning when we opened. Think of all of our teachings of 1 in 1, reality of 11, reality of divine mirror, reality of the binary and wave, reality of zilzala, all of these haqqaiqs they are like beads. And the one who meditates and begin to think through their heart and contemplate through their heart with a strong connection, then these begin to open up their fruits. So immense. Why you have the people of the gate. So this is the gate of 11 and the Zulfiqar, but there's one La ilaha illallah and the other blade is Muhammadun Rasulullah. So then this is the reality of that reflection, that when La ilaha illallah is going to reflect to Muhammadun Rasulullah, next month is Hajj. So this is then an immense reality towards your pilgrimage, that your pilgrimage is that you think that you're going to the Kaaba and that you're going to get close to Allah at the Kaaba. And alhamdulillah, but that's not the reality. That when you draw near to the Kaaba, actually this is the active presence of Muhammadun Rasulullah sitting and observing his nation. And when they begin to reflect and ponder their reality like we just described in the whole talk, that heart guides them to Madinatul Munawwarah, which is this is the state of the fana of Prophet, like we teach people to meditate. So Prophet is in a fana in Madinatul Munawwarah, in a non-active state. As a result, this is a Divinely binary code present. So when Prophet is in a nuqt, then Allah is present. In Mecca, Prophet is in the one position to observe his nation. Shahidan mubashiran wa nadhiran. The Prophet's soul in active state in Mecca is shahidan, is witnessing his nation whom are coming for Hajj and who heard the call and appeared, dressing and blessing them and then advising within their hearts goodness and to refrain from badness, purifying them with their souls in light and sending them off as newborn children. So this is an immense state of realities for Mecca, but it has to do with Prophet. And they said, but no, we're worshipping Allah. But yeah, you're worshipping Allah but it has nothing to do with the Kaaba. If you thought you were bowing down to the Kaaba, you're a mushrik. So don't mix Kaaba and Salah. Kaaba is a direction, just like when you stand behind your Imam, are you praying to him when he goes in sujood? No, you're just standing behind him. Kaaba's same, Kaaba's not something you worship. Kaaba is just like your Imam is just holding a position. So don't mix the Kaaba with Salah, it's just the direction in which you pray. So it has an immense reality of Prophet. As soon as the call for prayer, then the praying of Prophet at that presence, and is the Imam of all the nation from all directions, is always the Imam of every salah. InshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, are there any physiological impacts when students experience their wave reality?
Physiological impacts when the student… I don't know what that physiological impact… Inshallah, why not? That anytime we try to open wave reality, it's an energy. So anyone trying to defeat their character, their nafs, and to bring down their particle and physical reality, physical importance, physical identity, wanting to be known, wanting to receive credit, then you're bringing the nukh down, and as a result you operate from a wave of light. So of course that wave of light is going to change your energy, your physicality and your vibration and everything. And the stronger your wave of reality, the stronger your vibration to protect you from all the negative attacks that we talked about for the last 2 weeks. So let's say somebody has no training, no energy practices, they enter the house, they're under attack. The microwave is trying to fry them, the television is cooking them, their telephone is cooking them. Think of your computer is cooking you, every device within the house is what we described, is cooking you. Then people think that why we have to do spiritual practices, because they don't seem to understand anything about energy. That's what we said in the last days, if you don't study energy you're basically lost and your religion is just dogma of words. But when you equate what you do to energy, then Allah is giving you a gift of faith, that I have to build my energy to defend myself just from the microwave, from the television, from the computer, from the stereo, from the TV. We didn't even get into the nefarious beings in the house that come through these things. So then you say, oh well then why I have to breathe? That's why you have to learn how to breathe, that's why you need to know how to make your madad and your connection. We talked about that last week. The shaitan is using madad and teaching people madad, but madad to him. And if you don't counter that madad by making the madad of the shaykhs, that's why he's so against it. And that's why as soon as you post there'll be 500 shaitans posting that this is shirk. So your phone is not a shirk that you make with shaitan, and your computer is not a shirk with shaitan, and everything that you do. No, because shaitan is typing for you and saying, no, 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 no. Because he's very jealous, he wants only the madad to be with him. And he knows as soon as you make the madad with the people of haqq and the people of truth, he's going to have a difficulty, and he's going to have a fire that chases him. and He wants to use your gift of manifestation, وَلَقَدْ كَرَمْنَا بَنِي Adam, that your power, your gift, He wants to use it and steal it. So these are all the talks, these are all these realities. That's why if we write from the talks then these things would already be inside those talks. That write from the talks, write these lessons down, for you never know a day in which you can't get it again. And as soon as you write, it burns into the heart its haqqaiq and its realities, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
What energy is behind our thoughts as speed of thought is greater than speed of light? What is the source of the thought energy?
I don't know. The speed of thought has to do with the soul. So the energy of the soul is not a speed that we understand, that faster than the speed of thought the soul can be wherever Allah gives it permission for it to be. So people of tafakkur and contemplation is to free their soul, is not the mind. So the thought that we're teaching is not the thought of the mind is nafsani. So when we say the thought, it's actually not in the thought but it's in the heart, right? So the power of thought and the speed of thought, it's a thought that which resonates within the heart of human beings. So the CIA and intelligence offices, they have remote seeing. So they teach people, go in this room and use your mind and think about here and visit there, and that's something different that they're using with the jinn, because the jinn are coming and playing with people because they don't know about jinn, they don't train them about jinn. As soon as a person thinking with their eyes, I want to see behind where is in this wall in a building in Kentucky, the jinn come right there next to the person and put their energy on them and then take them into the wall behind Kentucky. That's a jinn that's doing that, and then they think they're seeing things and seeing objects, and this is all playing with jinn. But what we're talking about is when you sit and meditate and contemplate and Allah begin to make you go over your inventory, your character, and try to clean yourself and have sincerity. Now this is something different. This is when the shaykhs come and their energy of the shaykhs come to push away negativity and to begin to open the reality of the servant's soul. That soul begins to become active in its wave reality, then has an immense power, It's not interested in going to see a wall behind Kentucky, it wants to go to Madinatul Munawwarah and sit in the presence of Prophet because that person's been trained. Don't ask for material things through your connection, Allah will close your connection. Because you don't use your connection to see what the lottery ticket is or what this is going to be and what's the benefit of this and that. This connection is only for the heavens, and that's why through their training and sincerity they don't even try to make that connection for the dunya. So this has an immense reality with the power of the soul. So when they're connecting with their soul, the movement of their soul, the power of their soul is moving, and it's moving into encrypted realms of the Divine, the Presence. So then those other people, they say, we can go here, we can go there. You can only go where there's no block and no lock, and that's just the jinn realm. Those jinn have no access to the way of awliya, that their lights are encrypted and their realms are encrypted. For if they should try to enter into those, they'll be burned. So it's a lesser power. So that lesser power has no access to these encrypted realms of the Divinely Presence. That's the difference. So in the earthly realm they each ride on different jinn to look here, look there, see here, go to that person, go to this military base, go to that military base, but they have no access to Allah's Divinely Lights. And those whom are dressed by those Divinely Lights, those nefarious beings have no access to that. But the one whom dressed by Divinely Lights has access to everything. So we take the way of the heavens and the reality of the heavens, which is a very deep reality if people begin to meditate and ponder and understand what's being taught now, inshaAllah. Empty? Finish? Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa bi siri Surat al-Fatiha. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. InshaAllah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.